This call is now being recorded.
Ji, Assalamualaikum. Here with February, March 2026. And for today's lecture, it's about data response question. Okay, luckily I've got the paper, and this is the February, March 2026, which is just happened a couple of days before. And in today's lecture, we are going to attempt on section A, that is data response question. Hopefully, in our upcoming classes, we would be able to solve section B and section C as well. Go for the best. So this is the paper, the picture of the paper, and this is section A data response question. Now, as you remember that in AS Economics 9708, you are going to attempt three sections. That is section A, section B, and section C. Section A comprises of data response question, PRQ, and section B and section C essay style questions. So these are the paragraphs or the context. The market for fast food, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and these are the questions. Okay, it is slightly blurred, so what I'll do, I'll show you the better version of it. Okay, so section A, you have to answer all part of question number 1, and it is about the market for fast food. So I'm not going to read it out, but yes, once you are going to attempt section A, it is a mandatory thing that all the paragraphs must be well read before you are going to attempt the questions or the answers. So it comprises of almost 4 to 5 paragraphs, and it's about fast food, and some extracts has been withdrawn from the Guardian, that is of 29th of December. Directly, we are going to start with the questions. Question number 1A, part 1. With the help of a formula, define the term income elasticity of demand. So we are going to solve it now. Now, what you can do while if you are saying it on the recorded lecture, so you are going to pause it and try to read it out, then going to attempt the questions. Okay, question number 1 says, with the help of a formula, define the term income elasticity of demand for 2 market question. We can give the definition. It measures the responsiveness of demand for a good to a change in consumer income. As the examiner has been asked for the formula as well, so obviously this is a formula, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in income. Okay, so I think it's good. Second, question number A, part 2. Using the information in the second paragraph, and I'm going to show you the second paragraph as well. Using the information in second paragraph, calculate the income elasticity of demand for fast food for one of the world's largest restaurant companies in the US between 2019 and 2023, and state how an economist would classify fast food in the US based on this calculation. Okay, so this is the second paragraph. It's good to just pause on a little bit. Okay, now the numbers. 22% fast food outlets, 19% increase in prices, disposable income 29% over the same period. Okay, let's get back to the question. Now, for the solution of it, as you can see, change in quantity demanded equals to 22%. change in income equals to 29%. So putting it into the formula, we get the value equals to 0.76. About classification, yes, this is the fast food in the US is a normal good and income inelastic. Now, as per the calculation, YD equals to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in income. Sales increase 22%, income increases 29%, and you may sketch the graph as well. Now, obviously, you have to state or you have to comment on the question since YED is less than 1 and greater than 0. Fast food is a normal good, but income inelastic. So the demand rises with income, but proportionately less. This should be the answer, the ideal answer. And that is how we have solved A part 2. Okay. Part B says explain what is meant by a demerit good and consider whether it is correct to refer to fast food as a demerit good. So now remember you have to answer according to the assessment objectives that we have discussed in class, that is AO1, AO2, AO3, assessment objective 1, assessment objective 2, assessment objective 3. AO1 comprises of knowledge with understanding, AO2 comprises of analysis, and AO3 comprises of evaluation. So in order to solve this question, A1 should be something like a demerit good is one that consumers overconsume because they underestimate its harmful effects. So it creates negative externalities, for example, health costs that may reduce productivity. About analysis, fast food fits this definition high in sugar. This is your proposition, salt and saturated fats linked to the obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases. So in AO3, you may write, however, not all fast food is demerit. Some provide convenience, employment, and affordable calories. Classification may depends on information failure and social context. So the conclusion should be it is broadly correct to call fast food a demerit good, though the extent varies by awareness and nutritional quality. So this is my proposed answer for part B. Let's go on to part C. Question says, assess the extent to which introducing an indirect tax on fast food is the best way, let me highlight it, the best way to reduce its consumption. So now we have to serve AO1, AO2, and AO3. Remember, students, there are no such asking about graph in particular, but yes, all relevant graphs, though it may not have been asked by the examiner, may award you an positive value, not a negative value. So I recommend that if you can contribute through the diagram, so diagrams serve like a flower, nobody hates flower. So in order to consolidate your answers, you may assist with the diagram in your answer. So now in part C, AO1 may be starting with the indirect tax raises the price of fast food, reducing quantity demanded. We will show it through the graph as well. Now, you may give example of Colombia's tax, 10 to 20% aims to curb consumption and improve health. About the analysis, you have to give the pros and cons or the advantages and disadvantages. Now, internalize this external cost, healthcare burden, generates government revenue for sure, encourages healthier substitutes. On the other side, it's a regressive impact on low-income consumers, may job losses in fast food sector, as seen in Denmark, as per the case study, may cause substitution to untaxed, unhealthy goods. Conclusion might be taxation can reduce consumption, but is not the best method. That is where I'm going to highlight the best method alone. Since it has been there in the question, so you need to answer it. You need to mention it in your answer as well. It works best when combined with education, campaigns, and subsidies for healthy food. Okay, as far as the diagrams or the graph is concerned, a very simplistic diagram, a text, आप text लगाएंगे, उसके बाद the supply curve would be shift backward, and you know the graphical definition of text, the vertical distance for the new supply curve with the new supply curve from equilibrium 1 to equilibrium 2. So increase in prices, reduction in quantity, higher prices, reduce quantity. Right? So you may suffix this with the graph. This question now comes to the part B. Assess the extent to which decreasing the consumption of fast food will always, so should I mention always, increase the level of unemployment for a country such as the US. Now, the examiner is going to ask for 6-marker question. So part D says one might be reduced consumption may lower demand for fast food workers, risking unemployment. This is point number 1. Now, as the command would suggest, assess the extent. So directly, I don't think that you need to give some kind of definition about something, about a topic. On the other hand, it is recommended that you directly start commenting on what examiner have asked you about. Okay, so reduced consumption may lower demand for fast food workers, risking unemployment. You actually directly give one of the answers that has been asked. Okay, in the US, 5 million people work in fast food outlets. A fall in demand could cut jobs. It's, I think, in a very polite way that we use such terms, may, appropriate. Okay, so it shows humility. Now, okay, could cut jobs in our evaluation type. Obviously, the evaluation should be upon based upon the time duration, and within the time duration, the short-term effect. The job losses in production and retail, yes, it could be the case. In the longer run, the healthier population, high productivity, new jobs in healthcare, fitness, and food innovation. Now, the evaluation should be depends on labor mobility, economic flexibility, and policy support by the government. So the conclusion should be or could be decreasing fast food consumption does not always. Remember, within the 6-marker, you need to serve all 3 assessment objectives. Though we are in data response question, still we need to serve the 3 assessment objectives as per the marker questions. Increase in employment in the long term, resources may shift to healthier sectors. It's about allocation of resources, improving overall welfare and productivity. So this is how you are going to answer data response question, and that is about February, March 2026. Hopefully you like it, and I hope that I'm going to share the section B and section C as well in upcoming lectures. Take care.